It is just after 6 a.m. here in Taipei. It's my first full day in the city, and I'm really excited because to celebrate being in Taiwan, I have a little rail pass. It's called the TR Pass Student Edition, and it gives me unlimited travel for the next 10 days over the entirety of the Taiwan Railways network. As you can see, it's really humid, so my camera's already fogging up a little. But I'm walking to the metro station right now, so I can hop on a train. It's gonna take me towards Songshan, where I can connect to the Taiwan Railways Authority. I can see on the displays up there that there's 4 minutes until my next train. Can I get all the way up and around in time? Let's see. What's funny is I can literally see my destination station up there. I'm going to Nanjing Fuxing, so I can go up and around and down to connect to the Green Line.
Platform 2 for Taipei.
45 seconds later, here I am at Nanjing Fuxing, and I'm just here to transfer to the Green Line, which is going to take me to Songshan. Going on the Songshan Xindian line. Downstairs we go. Ugh, 55 seconds, come on. Made it in time, just as the doors start beeping. The Green Line dropped me off here at Songshan, so I'm making my way upstairs to go to the Taiwan Railways network. TRA time. Inside the station, they have repurposed train seats to serve as a waiting area. I like that, especially because this type of seat came off of my favorite type of train, which is called the Fuxinghao, but no longer runs. So the rail pass that I'm using is called the TR Pass Out of Country Students Edition. It costs about 40 bucks USD, 41, and it lets me ride unlimited trains, but only limited express and below. So you'll see what that means. But right now I'm hopping on a fast local train that's going to take me to Ruifang. So, fun fact, that train over there is one of 2 trains a day that Taipei operates that circles the island all day, and it's a tourist train. And another fun fact is one of the trains that I am explicitly banned from taking as part of my TR pass. So, another little interesting tidbit is I plan on connecting to another local train at Ruifang, and because of the way my fast local runs, it skips a stop and is somehow faster than the local train, which leaves after. So the local train took off from a stop further down the line before my train departed, and then my train is going to pass it, and then I'll get to the station before the local train. Anyway, here comes an EMU 900. This is one of the newest types of trains that TRA has, and it's also the reason that my favorite type of train got retired. They started running fast locals instead of the Fuxingha, which is a limited express, and they replaced them with these trains. But it looks like I get to ride an EMU 900 today. Over here, that's my next train. So the fast local train dropped me off here at Ruifang so I can make a connection to the Pingxi Line. That's the whole reason I got out so early today. The Pingxi Line is one of Taiwan's most crowded tourist attractions, so I wanted to get a head start and beat the crowd. My throne. So the Pingxi Line is one of the branch lines run by the TRA, and it uses these cute little diesel multiple units called DRC 1000s, stands for diesel rail car. And best of all, they have the ultimate foamer window. Only on one end of the train though, so when the train goes the other direction, this will be facing forward, because right now I am facing backwards. But I'm going to be full sending on this train all the way to the end of the line at Dingpeng. It also appears that my fast local didn't actually pass this train, and this train started at Badu at 6:42 a.m. My train stopped at Badu at 6:53 a.m. I thought it was going to pass it mid-route, but it turns out that this train just stops at Raifang for like 20 minutes, which I think is also interesting because it's a built-in connection for the early starters from Taipei like me. Over there is an EMU 500. This is a type of local train that I really like. I really like these EMUs, but they're also scheduled to be replaced soon by the EMU 900s. That's a 700. Kind of more middle of the road about them. Right here is Sanyaling Station, one of my favorite TRA stations because it's just nestled in the mountains. There aren't any roads that reach here, so it's accessible by pedestrian path only. It's interesting to see what improvements have been made because the last time I was here, that platform was literally falling off. So the next section of track that we're coming up on is the section of track that the Pingxi Line is most famous for, because there's a section of track in Sifen where the train goes directly through the middle of the street, basically. You'll see what I mean.
10分站到了，列车车旅客请准备下车运线。 Right now it doesn't look that impressive because it's 7:50 on a weekday morning, but on a weekend there are so many people, it's insane. After almost an hour, here I am in Jingtong. It is humid as hell. I just wiped off my camera lens and it's already fogging up again. But I'm here. It's humid and it's deserted. So I have about 15 minutes to explore around before the train heads back towards Raifang, and I will be trying to be on that train. So I'm just gonna go explore a little, and then back on the train I go. The first thing I see is a train station koi pond. There's the pond. So the whole reason that the Pingxi Line exists is because there's plenty of coal deposits around here. So Jingtong is one of the former coal mines. Now, of course, it's turned into a tourist operation, but that's the history behind why there's a train just in the middle of the rainforest. So the Pingxi area is also famous for setting off sky lanterns, which is basically a hot air balloon that you write a wish on. They're extremely prone to causing pollution because they're literally a paper bag that just flies off into nowhere and then disintegrates. But you can see the influence it has in the design of architecture. For example, this is designed to look like a sky lantern. Over there, they have on display one of the old mining cars, and I guess that's an old loading station. So after walking around the station for a little bit, the time of departure draws near, and it's time to hop back onto the train. And today, I'm going to be taking the train a couple stops up to Shifen to go see that train street. Time to get back on the train. I made it to the Shifen station, but the interesting thing is my train has about 15 minutes before it's scheduled to depart. So what I'm going to try to do is walk down to the street running section so I can prepare myself to get a shot of my train passing through the street running section. Right now I'm just watching the down valley train towards Jingtong leave, while my train sits there and waits. Oh, there's another little cat. See, I'm here at the street running section. Here's one fence for the side. There's the tracks. No gates, just vibes. Absolutely unhinged. So the nice thing about coming to Taiwan's probably most popular tourist destination at 8 a.m. on a weekday morning, or it's 9 now, Jesus, at 9 a.m. on a weekday morning is that no one's here. The downside is nothing's open. So I'm currently taking myself on a little hike to Family Mart so I can get myself some breakfast. Beggars can't be choosers, but Taiwanese convenience stores reign supreme.
success. I love Asian convenience stores. A breakfast sandwich, a nice iced milk tea. I love Taiwanese convenience stores. So, just finished my little Family Mart breakfast. I bought myself a breakfast sandwich and a milk tea. And the most incredible thing is that it cost me $2. So, I kind of love Taiwan, you know? Anyway, I'm not biking, I'm walking back to the train station now. So I can catch my train. That'll take me to Sandiaoling, my favorite TRA station that I mentioned earlier in the video. Taiwanese buses. Something that I find cool is that despite being so nestled in the mountains, that bus that just disappeared over there could take me directly to an MRT station. Aw, hi cat. You wanna come over here? Yeah, okay, that's fair. Bye. So something interesting about the Pingxi Line, and by extension a lot of the diesel branch lines in Taiwan, they use a token signaling method, which is where there's a physical like token, a metal thing that governs which train is allowed on which section of the line. So here at Shifen Station, this is the halfway point of the line. So trains coming up from Jingtong have to exchange their token for the token that allows travel between Jingtong and Sandiaoling. And then after Sandiaoling, it's connected to the national railways, computerized signaling, whatever. But it's still really interesting that train movements are governed by this method of signaling. You don't really see that anymore. You only see it in museums, really, but it's cool that they kept it alive here. Are here. I was right to get my early start. Also, the station master is holding the token, the metal loop thing. So this train is heading down towards Jingtong and needs to wait for the northbound train to come up and hand it the token that allows passage further south. The other train so that it can proceed towards Jingtong. Here's our token, which allows passage towards Sandiaoling. Token acquired, the train's heading on towards Jingtong. Yep, there goes the Shifen special. You can see it starting. Nice to see this station is exactly as I remember it, falling into the mountainside. Look at this. I love this station. The only way to get across the tracks is you have to be accompanied by the station staff across that tiny little level crossing there. Crazy. So I've been told that I need to wait because there's a train going past. And it's a diesel operated freight train. Oh boy. It's really nice to see that after 4 years, this station is almost exactly the same as I remember it, despite like maybe a few modernizations. This is the exact same. It's got all that beat up charm that the stations in Taiwan. You don't really see that anymore. This is like the only station on the network that I feel like still hasn't been modernized a lot and still has a high amount of trains passing through. Like the platform, the northbound platform is still so sketch. I love this station. It's raining, I'm cutting the shot short. Something new that's been added across the river is the Sandialing, I think it's a bike path. Basically, up there is a tunnel. And the thing about tunnels is people like replacing them because when things were built a long time ago, they wear down and all that. But the tunnel over there, basically, there's an old one and there's a new one. The trains use the new one, but the old one sat unused for a long time. And then one day someone was like, hey, why don't we turn this into a bike path? And now there's a bike path across the river. It doesn't connect to this side though, so there's no real way to get across. People trespass, but with the amount of trains that come through here, really a good idea. Nah. It's an interesting little fact about Sandialing Station. So the path continues underneath the tracks, but the only way to get down there is an incredibly sketch underpass. And I'm gonna show you. So it's improved since the last time I was here. The only way to get from one side of the Sandialing station to the other. Oh, and also, OSHA would like to have a word. There used to be just live wires dangling there, but not anymore. Oh, there's still a little bit of that Taiwanese building code charm, but you can see they're trying to modernize it. Cool. So you can actually see across the river there, that is the old tunnel I was talking about. There's the new tunnel, and there's the old. I think another reason that they got rid of the old tunnel is because it could only fit one track. Hey, yo, another train coming. So, like I mentioned earlier, Sandialing Station is accessible only by train or by walking. No roads run to this part of the mountains because this station is literally just slammed against the riverside. The station exists because it's the junction point between the Pingxi and Yilan lines. So they needed a station there in order to control the separations before everything was computerized. There goes my umbrella. They needed a station there to control the train movements before, you know, everything was computerized. That token that I was talking about earlier got handed off at Sandialing. So that's why the station existed. This path here exists because it connects to a village that's a little bit further down. The village is connected to the road. So the only way to get here by car is to park at the village and then walk all the way down. So it's either train, walk, or you go to another station. It's another reason this station is my favorite. After about 10 minutes of walking, I made it to the little village. Taiwan moment. And just like that, I think the Pingxi Line has become my favorite out of the three diesel branches that TRA operates. It just goes through so many wonderful places that you can only access by the train, and the scenery is insane. But now that I've seen the train go past, I'm gonna walk back towards Sandialing Station to continue my adventures. So my next move is to hop on a local train to go one stop up to the town village of Houdong, which is famous for having a cat village. Basically, cats just have free reign of the place. I've been before, it's cool. So now I'm showing you guys. And I don't know if my train is going to be a diesel Pingxi Line train or if it's going to be an electric Yilan Line train, so we'll see. It's only one stop though, so it doesn't really matter. I find it very funny that there's just signal. So that locomotive is the R200, which is actually Taitia's newest diesel locomotive, or non-electric power, I think. I don't remember how it's powered, but they just entered service. So that's really cool to see.
so they finally let me on the platform. As you can see, there's a reason they didn't want people on the platform until the train comes, which I think is funny. And so I made it to Hodong. Time to go see some cats.
I step outside on the station balcony. Here's a sleepy boy. Here's another sleepy boy.
Oh, to be a cat sleeping in this village. All they do is sleep around and get looked at by tourists.
Here comes an EMU 900 on a rapid service. Or fast local, or local express, whatever you want to call it. Oh. Don't know how well you can see, but that train is packed. I made the right call in getting up so early. So, fun fact, that overpass over there is designed to look like a sleeping cat. A little hard to see from this angle. From here you can sort of see better. That's the face, that's the ears, that's the body. Cat bridge. Hodong is another former coal mine. So there's lots of mining history around here. I believe there's a museum here. So I found this free museum. It's got mining equipment, mining exhibits. Cool. I love how this museum has like the actual coal mining equipment that's been unrestored since the coal mining days, just mixed in with like the AC, the big windows. This is cool. Here's a catwalk. See underneath. So, after visiting the coal mine museum, my next move is to hop on an Yilan Line train to go south. I'm gonna go all the way to the end of the Yilan Line, a place called Su'ao, which is a little one-stop spur off of the main line. It's gonna be an hour and a half, I think, on the train, and then I'll be there. And after a very long hour and a half, here I am at Su'ao. I'm very tired, so I need some food. But there's a bus. It's time to do what I do best and visit a convenience store. So, after I spent a rather enjoyable amount of time chilling in that 7-Eleven, my phone's a little bit more charged, and I'm gonna go for a walk around Su'ao because this town is famous for cold springs, so I'm gonna go walk around and check that out. And here, I suppose, is one of those cold springs. Delicious. It is really fun just walking around and seeing all the different styles of architecture that are around here. So down here, this is the Ali Cold Spring. It's one of the free ones. Ooh, that feels nice. You're supposed to put your feet in, but Yotango vans, so don't think that's happening today. So after walking around a bit, still have 40 minutes to my train, so I have to figure out what to do next because this town isn't really that big. So, do I just wait around for my train, or do I go take a bus? Let's see. I could take that bus if I knew where the next stop is, but I have no idea where the next stop is, so it keeps going. Let's see, so if I want to take a bus, there's one leaving in 3 minutes that in theory should get me to Su'ao Xin Station, which is the next station up the line, which will also have more trains than well, the next one, which is in 30 minutes now. So we'll see if I take it. So I believe that's the bus I want, but I can't tell where to pick it up. Oh no, that's going to Hualien. Never mind. See, this map is very hard to read because it shows you where the bus starts, but it's only from the starting point, which is Suosin train station. So it tells you when the bus leaves the terminal station, but it doesn't tell you when it's supposed to get here. Whack. Either way, I think I may have missed the bus because I saw a bus that suspiciously looked like the one that I wanted to catch fly through here about 10 minutes ago. So, we'll see. Something that I don't get about Taiwanese and Asian buses is that they sometimes say that the bus is at depot, but that doesn't really mean anything for me, and I can only assume that it means that my bus did not come, or it came early, or it's just running really late, and it makes me sad. So, the system over there is allegedly telling me that a 121 bus, which will take me to Luodong, which is further than where I originally wanted to go, is supposed to show up in a few minutes. So hopefully that bus will get me where I want to go. We shall see though, because historically this has not gone well, and the schedule here does not corroborate this information. It suggests that the last one left an hour ago. We'll see. The information display went back to saying that the 121 isn't coming. Very sad. But that's okay, because my train is supposed to leave in 20 minutes, so 20 minutes is more of a bearable wait. I have decided that I will give it about 10 more minutes before I admit defeat and head onto the train. The reason I want to take the bus is just because, you know, change of scenery, it's nice. The train is included in my TR pass, but the bus is only about 50 American cents, so it's a pretty good deal. Also, the drivers are insane here. So there is a 121, but I think this is the end. Aha! There is the 28. It's just running very, very late. Almost as quickly as I was ready to admit defeat, a bus showed up. So this bus is going to take me to the Suosin train station, and then I'm going to transfer the train from there. USB charging. So another interesting thing is the buses all have 3-point seatbelts. In America, the drivers don't even have 3-point seatbelts in the buses. Our Unitrans buses are just lap belts. But here in Taiwan, even the passengers have 3 points. Wild. What's funny is the bus also has a little panel that tells you if the bus is stopping or turning, which direction it's turning. Anyway, we're here. He's just going backwards. Cool. So that was my brief little ride on the bus in Taiwan. I'm trying to decide right now if I want to take the train up to Luodong or if I want to take the bus. Now the bus would be more interesting, yes. However, the train would be faster. However, it's only about 2:45 in the afternoon, so I do have some options right now. I have some options. So I'm going to figure out what I want to do and then go from there. The 2:41 bus does leave in about 15 minutes from here and will take me directly to Luodong. But my plan is to go from Luodong and take the bus to Taipei because it's much faster than taking the train. So then that begs the question, should I full send on 3 buses? Only this video will be able to answer that. After like 5 seconds of deliberation,
I am taking the bus. I've discovered instead of being in a full-size bus, my 241 is going to be in one of those tiny, tiny mini buses. This is gonna be a trip. Oh, it's pulling into the station parking lot. So, riding to Luodong on the little potato bus might not be as fun as taking a big boy bus or as fast as taking the train, but I think it'll be interesting. There goes the train I would have taken, which is made up of EMU 500s. But you know what? The little potato bus is going to take me to more interesting places. I'm sorry, TRA, I love you. I think this little van is manual too. Cool. We're gonna pass a crayon factory, in case you can't tell. This road is tiny even for this bus. Good lord. And after around 40 minutes, the little potato bus brought me here to Luodong, and it's here that I'm transferring, not to a train, because the train would take an hour and 40 minutes to get back to Taipei, but I'm taking a bus, so I'm gonna explore the highway bus system to get back to Taipei. There's at least one bus every 15 minutes that runs to Taipei directly from here, which I think is amazing. So this bus is gonna take me to the big technology building. 3 minutes to departure, I was sold a ticket. Pretty good. It cost me about $5, but I'm on the bus and it's gonna take me directly to Taipei. There was another bus I could have taken where I could have used my tap card, but I decided to take this one because it'll drop me off where I can connect to the Brown Line instead of the other MRT stations, because when I get back to Taipei it'll be rush hour. But I have a nice little front row throne spot, plenty of leg room, and a great view.
And we're off. Oh, they're showing the good videos. It's interesting they're showing these videos in English, not Chinese. We're getting on the freeway. That's the brown line. Gonna be transferring to that today.
And just like that, an hour later, here I am at the MRT Technology Building Station. That was a good hour. In terms of speed, the bus wins. In terms of comfort, I think I'm going to let the bus win on this one too. The train does win in cost though. Anyway, onto the MRT, 4 stops to Zhongshan Junior High School.
一月台列车往南港展览馆。Platform 1 for Taipei Nangang Exhibition Center. Something like 11 hours later, here I am back where I started. This was a very good adventure. Very good day one in Taiwan. Did some tourist activities, rode some buses. I rode the city bus, cutaway, or van, and coach bus. So that was a good adventure. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.